We need to talk about it. It is cold girl season. We are shivering this winter with this look. Glam cold girl makeup look. Perfect for any cute little holiday parties where you want to look a little extra. Let me show you how I did this. 'Tis the season. If cold girl makeup and winter wonderland had a baby, this look would be it. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and pretend like I wasn't inspired, because when you see that look that Miss Michaela did for her P.Louise collection, oh, yummy. I saw that and I said, yes, let's do it. I'm starting off with my eyes and I'm gonna prime them with NARS Creamy Concealer in the shade Custard. I'm gonna apply this straight onto my eyelids. I'm just quickly blending that in. We're using a lot of color today, so we want a blank canvas. I'm first gonna grab a very questionable palette. I got this palette from Dominique Cosmetics in a Birchbox maybe 4 years ago. Not really sure what happened to it. Parts of it are missing, but if the shades work, we're gonna use this blue shade called Mystic Ice. I'm gonna load that up on a flat shader brush. I know what you're thinking. I do need to clean my makeup. We're not gonna talk about it again. We're getting up close and personal. Ooh, that is pigmented. That is why I'm using this palette, even though it's dodgy. I'm gonna take that color and put that right into my upper crease. I'm gonna slowly fade that into my inner corner. The aim is to really pack that color on first before we go in and blend it out. I'm going in with a fluffy brush to blend out the edges, and I'm also gonna create this wing shape at the end, but very, very softly because we don't want it to be as noticeable. Also, hold your brush at the end because that creates like a softer look, rather than if you hold it really close, it's gonna be a harsher line. I'm gonna go in with my trusty and very much dusty Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. Listen, I love this palette. I'm going in with the first brush we use, and I'm gonna use this dark royal blue color called Twerk. I'm gonna apply that right at the outer corner. This is gonna smoke out that outer corner. We want it to pop. Again, with the blending brush, I'm blending everything out very softly. And don't worry if you mess it up a little bit. We're gonna clean up everything at the end. If you lose a little bit of that color, you can always go back in and reinforce everything just to make sure we don't lose any pigment. You really want to create an illusion of this ombre look. Look at that. Love. Again with the same brush because we're merging everything together. We're taking the shimmery blue shade in Pool Party. We're going to apply the shade right next to that royal blue shade we just put on. I'm gonna quickly do the other eye. The shadow surprises me every time. Now I'm going in with a limited edition palette. I know, you're gonna hate me for this, but you can really get the shade anywhere. But I'm gonna use the Kylie and Balmain collab, and I'm gonna use the shade City of Love. I'm gonna use that on a little tiny brush, and I'm gonna apply that in the inner part of my eyelids. Okay, this is pretty, but we need more. So I'm gonna take my setting spray and I'm gonna spray my brush with the shadow on it. See how wet and glossy and glowy it looks? I'm also kind of using this shadow to carve out my eyelid. I'm gonna put some sparkly white eyeshadow. We want to give snow. We want to give frozen. We want to give Olaf. I'm gonna use the Catrice Absolute Eye Color in the Beauty and the Beige. It is this gorgeous icy white shade. We're gonna do the same exact thing we did with the shimmery blue shade. Spray that. We're gonna apply this shade into the inner corner. Ooh. I think I need a minute to process this shimmer. I'm gonna place that into the inner corner and carrying that up into my eyelids. Look at that gradient. You tell me. A+. A+. I'm also gonna take a tiny bit on my brow bone. Just hit that part of your brow bone. Ooh. You might question this portion of the video, but you know what? You need to trust the process. I'm going in with a black liner to line my tight line. This one I'm using is from Rimmel. It is the Scandaleyes Eyes in the color Black. I'm going to tight line my lash line and bring it just a little bit up so that we have the smokiness in the eye look. You see, it does the tiniest little thing, but you can definitely tell the difference. Ow! I'm gonna continue the under eyes after I do my whole face, but we're gonna put on eyelashes. Yeah. I never wear eyelashes, but this look can handle more than mascara. I'm gonna curl my eyelashes first. Curling your eyelashes is something about it, man. It looks like a torture device. Why do we do it? Because it makes us look like we've got luscious lashes. Come on, come on. I mean, the difference that eyelash curlers make, you don't even need to put mascara at this point. Hello. We're changing up things today. We're gonna use the Lash Paradise from L'Oreal. I love this mascara so much. And I'm not going crazy with the mascara either because we're gonna put some lashes on. All right, lashes time. It's the best time. This look gives drama, so it needs to receive drama. I mean, what else am I gonna use? Wispies, for sure. These are the classic Ardell wispies. You need a look like this to wear a lash like that. Something about a fresh pair of lashes just hits different. Also, I'm using the Duo Lash Glue, the Moment of Truth. Now let's get into the skin and then we're gonna finish off the eyes. And if you thought we're gonna stop there, no! There's so much more. I will admit, I fully went to eat and now I'm back. Moving on to the skin, we need to remove all the eyeshadow fallout. I'm gonna use some makeup wipes. Of course, I'm using Neutrogena. You can use any wipes, honestly. It's just to remove any of that eyeshadow that fell on our skin. You can snatch your eyeshadow, but honestly, I kind of like the blown out look, but I am gonna clean it up a little bit. Oh my god, my skin looks like a tomato. I'm gonna go in with my trusty, this is the L'Oreal Infallible 32-hour fresh wear foundation. I love this stuff, I'm not gonna lie, okay? I keep using it because I love it. Sue me, lock me up in a prison. But I'm gonna go straight in with my brush. I'm just tapping that straight onto my skin, making sure everything is blended really nicely. A pro tip, don't put too much foundation on your forehead because the forehead is the first place that's gonna make you look cakey. If you're walking around with a funny line, what are you doing? What are you doing? Truly, there's no other concealer for me. This is the one. You already know, this is the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. Come on, come on. Am I gonna use something else? No. Watch the vampire go away. Let me show you a transformation. Now, I don't know if you got the memo, but we're going cray today. This is a full glam look. I am highlighting and reverse contouring to the max. This is really all I'm gonna do. Oh, no. There. I'm gonna blend my concealer. Now, if you don't know what reverse contouring is, sit down. Instead of using contour, I'm gonna contour using my concealer. Yes. I'm gonna blend my concealer up my nose like this. And I'm gonna kind of contour my nose with it. You see that line over here? It's gonna give you the look of a contoured nose without really going in with bronzer or contour. And then that line right here on my nose, I'm gonna blend that out where it is at so that it creates kind of like an elongated nose shape. I'm gonna go in with a lighter concealer underneath my eyes to brighten my face even more. For that, I'm gonna use my trusty NARS concealer that I used earlier. And I'm just gonna place this right in the center of my face. You know what? I really haven't worn a full glam look, like a full glam look in a while, and it feels pretty good. There's a time and a place. And today is the time, and today is the place. Today, we're not going in with cream blush. We're only gonna use cream highlighter. Weird, kind of, because I'm gonna use powder blush today. It's gonna give me less of a dewy look, more of like, I'm too cold to be here. Anyways, we're gonna use highlighter. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand. I'm gonna put that right along my nose. I'm gonna put some on the top of my cheekbones. I'm using a stippling brush to stipple that in. I'm gonna set my face before I bake so that the bake doesn't stick to my foundation. And for that, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Pressed Powder. I'm cleaning my makeup before I show it off because it's a little disgusting. As usual, I'm gonna take that on a flat brush and press that underneath my eyes and everywhere else I wanna highlight. It's so freaking blurry. Honestly, run towards the powder. Listen, there's something about using a trusted product. I don't stray away, not anymore. There's so many good powders out there, but honestly, I just have to go back to this. The Laura Mercier translucent powder. It is just a lightweight powder. It is so good. It is no flashback. And I mean, if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. Going in straight with my damp Morphe sponge. Obviously, the sponge is my OG. You need one. And I'm gonna set underneath my eyes. I love the feeling of doing full glam. I can really see like a transformation and it's so fun. I'm also gonna carve out underneath my cheekbones, but I'm gonna kind of circle them as if I'm contouring my cheek. So not straight, but a little bit curved. And now I look like Santa Claus. While the bake is on the face, I'm gonna go in with blush. It's the Kylie blush in Winter Kissed. And I mean, it's the perfect pinky shade. At this point, I just can't explain the look. It is... I'm grabbing a big fluffy brush while my bake is still on. I'm gonna pack that onto my cheeks. The reason why we're putting this while our bake is on, because when we wipe that bake, it's gonna give that seamless transition from the under eyes to the blush. I mean, look how flawless that part of my face looks. And we're not even done yet. I'm gonna put it at the tip of my nose and I wanna sneeze. This is gonna give me that, oh, I'm shivering. I'm gonna wipe the bake now. Lastly, for the skin, and then we're gonna move on to the eyes, I'm gonna use the Catrice White Shimmery Shadow as my highlighter. And you know what's gonna make it even better? You guessed it. Prepare to be blinded. I love using eyeshadow as highlighter. Also take that onto my nose. If I know a highlight, that's a highlight. To finish off the eyes, I'm going again in with the first blue shade that we used, and I'm gonna put that underneath my eyes, but only halfway. I'm grabbing the darkest shade of blue we used on an angled brush, and I'm gonna make a very precise line underneath my eyes. Again with the same eyeshadow. I mean, this is just our bestie today. You know the drill. I'm gonna use that underneath my eyes very generously. I'm taking it almost down onto my teardrop. This looks so dull-eyed. That's exactly what we want. Now that we're looking real cold, I'm gonna add mascara to my bottom lashes. Now this is probably my favorite part. We're going all out today. We need some glitter pigment. We need some sparkle. I'm gonna go in with the Kryolan Glamour Spark Loose Pigment in blue. This is magic. I'm gonna spray my fluffy brush and I'm gonna dip that in the pigment. Look how gorgeous. That is going straight onto my eyes. I'm literally putting this everywhere very lightly because it is an iridescent clear kind of pigment. Oh my gosh. That literally looks insane at night. You can really just like pack it on a brush and have it on your eyelids, and that's another story. And I'm also gonna take a little bit on my cheeks, because why not? We're gonna use some gems. I think I wanna use the blue gems. The white ones are kind of a vibe as well, I'm not sure. We're gonna do the blue. It looks like I'm crying in the best way possible. I'm just gonna go in with a trusty old nude lip liner. I'm gonna mix these two liquid lipsticks from Morphe Cosmetics. The first one's in Lulu, the second one's in Sweets. I'm gonna go in with Sweets on the center of my lips, and then Lulu, I'm gonna take that on the outer corners. You can leave the lips just as they are, but I'm gonna go the extra mile, and I'm gonna grab the glitter again, and I'm gonna grab a little bit on my brush and very softly, I'm just lightly dusting some on my lips. Take the glitter away from me, get me out of here. Lastly, I'm just gonna spray some setting spray. This is the good old Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finish Setting Spray. Love this stuff. And that is it for this makeup look. Thank you to Michaela and the P.Louise team for inspiring me and giving me this moment. perfect. I am so obsessed with this look. I am gonna go take 110 pictures. I had so much fun doing this look and I hope that you did as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on all my socials. I will see you next week.